this bitch. Oh my God, I hate this bitch. Oh my God. I hate this bitch.
What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Halle Bailey and also DDG and Ruby Rose, and we got Chrisean Rock. So Chrisean and Ruby Rose are hanging out there, chilling. They're about to go to the Super Bowl game. Okay, so you already know if Ruby Rose is hanging around with Chrisean is telling her, you better put that man on blast. Don't be keeping his secrets, who he think he is. So you already know, she's gonna be very bad and bodacious if she's running around with Chrisean Rock. As you can see, Rock looks really nice. She looked pretty and everything. They're about to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know what Blueface is at, but there goes Ruby Rose, child. Let's get into this whole situation. There's a whole lot going on, and as you guys know, it seems like there's some issues, there's some problems, and everything ain't good and everything ain't clean when it comes to Bailey and DDG. So allegedly DDG was out here in these streets and he was, sniffing behind Ruby Rose, but he was doing it on the low, and then Ruby Rose decided to tell the world what was going on, baby. But it seems like when it comes to Halle Bailey, she's probably going to stay with DDG because she's going to forgive him. She's going to love on him, and they do have a good relationship. But at the same time, if he's out here reaching for his ex, somebody he don't already been with, that means there's still some feelings lingering on, and he still want a piece of that and still some of that, because he can go to any stranger, that which don't mean nothing, but he gonna do it anyway, and he's jeopardizing you and your reputation and what you trying to do and what you trying to build by out here, can't control himself and can't control his meat. Is a problem. It's a whole situation. So I think Miss Bailey, Halle, she's going to stay. She ain't going nowhere at all. She going to stay with DDG. DDG, basically, he pulled a big move, and it looks bad, and it's going to make her look bad, and it is what it is. He done already get in trouble with, the po-pos, carrying weapons, driving recklessly, a whole lot going on. And then what he said about Martin Luther King Jr., he's not really a good look for somebody to really rise up to the top. But sometimes you gotta hold on to your love of hooligan. You hold on to that man until you can't hold on to him no more. But don't jeopardize yourself and your career, your morals and your values and what you stand for and what you want to present to the world. But ultimately, you gotta do what you want to do to make you happy. So let's just move on from that situation. So this is Halle Bailey. Basically, she posted this around January, and basically she gonna stay with her man regardless. She ain't gonna leave him. So that's just gonna be the situation. It is what it is. But the beef and everything kicked off is because Bailey, she was in a t-shirt that allegedly Ruby Rose said that she had, and she left at DDG's house. DDG probably thought it was his sister's shirt, his cousin's shirt, somebody's shirt, and Bailey, she put on the shirt and she was chilling, and then on top of that, oh no, Ruby Rose, somebody must have clipped something, found something to say, yo, that shirt that you wore back in 2020, Halle, she's sitting in DDG's house with that shirt on, and it's disrespectful. And then you have Ruby Rose, she gets mad and she gets upset because she's probably thinking it's done on purpose, and she's probably thinking that he's trying to rub it in her face, because she's saying that DDG tried to get with her. He's been trying to come at her, and she's been, blowing him off. So basically, she posted, and she went to social media, and she said, having your B wear my clothes is crazy, laughing out loud. She's feeling a certain type of way. Lit off the Migos, baby, my B. So she's still lit off the Migos, baby. And so you have this whole situation where you got Miss Halle Bailey, she's sitting up here and she's in that shirt, and right now you have Ruby saying that she's off that Migos and she's feeling a certain type of way. So she's feeling froggy and she's jumping out here in these streets, child. It's a whole mess. And you got Miss Bailey with the shirt on, and she's taking it as a shot. She's taking it as DDG should know that that's my shirt and why he posted her in there. Only way he would do that is just to be messy, child. This is a whole mess, point blank, period. So DDG, he took to social media because he's trying to defend himself, and all these girls the same. Ain't no way. So was that message for Halle or was that message for Ruby Rose? Okay, so what's going on? And yes, we got the Little Mermaid coming out. So I guess maybe they needed this hype about it. But people already been hating on her, playing the Little Mermaid and starring in the movie. So it is what it is. And then you got Ruby Rose, basically she's telling DDG he better get his sister, because DDG's sister's out here talking about she want that smoke, and she want all that smoke with Ruby Rose. She wants it all. She wants it all. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Yes, she want the smoke. Point blank, period. DDG, he's feeling a certain type of way. He didn't know he was going to get exposed like this. So Ruby Rose, she posted, I like Halle. DDG, a weirdo for show. So basically she's calling him a weirdo because why would you have this girl in my shirt? You know what I mean? She's feeling like it's done on purpose, and he's sending a subliminal, and he's trolling. Okay, that's how she's feeling about this whole situation. Child, y'all tell me what y'all think. This is, And so in any event, Ruby, she was feeling a certain type of way, so she dropped down with the text messages from DDG 3:24 in the morning. You still in LA? And she says yeah, and he's asking her why he's asking her what she's on, and she's basically said, I'm getting ready, how about you? And she goes, you hitting me after you arguing with your girl? That is so DDG. So basically she's calling out DDG, saying that he's hitting her up after he's arguing with his girl Bailey. And so DDG says, La, you're right, let me go heal myself. So in any event, so this is why Ruby says, this is why I'm single, because her ex-man is up in her DMs trying to hit her up, and she says that the only way that DDG can hit her up is on Twitter because he's blocked on everything else. So it seems like she's trying to get rid of him, but at the same time she might be feeling a certain type of way because she didn't have to come out swinging with the baseball bat and gasoline when Bailey had on her shirt, you know what I mean? But she took it as a shot. She took it as disrespect, especially if this dude is hitting her up and he's trying to see what's good with her. So when things go wrong with his girlfriend, he want the old thing back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of shade tag. He ain't even trying to get nobody new. In any event, DDG says, it looks bad, but it ain't what it seems. Okay, he says he's basically calling her an evil bee and whatever the case, because he got caught out there, and he's saying everything is good internally. This whole situation was foreshadowed. I know everybody want me to be the bad guy, but I am really not. You know what I mean? He's really just trying to be poetic out here. I'm not the bad guy. This woman is crazy. This woman is a B word. She put me on blast. She shouldn't have to put you on blast, because there should be nothing that she has to put you on blast. If you was blocked her, you didn't have her number, you wasn't trying to hit her up, you wasn't trying to do anything, and especially you her shirt from 2020, you should have burned that shirt. You should have threw out that shirt. Why are you holding on to your ex-girlfriend's clothing? Unless he didn't know, but it seems like he was holding on to something, and he basically said, yes, it seems bad. So he's calling her evil. How can she be evil when you trying to dip and dab? You trying to stick meat up in the sauce? So what are you talking about? DDG says, CGI. Don't believe the demon. I rebuke in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. I mean, like, he's talking to his mother's right. He's talking to his mother right now. He's doing way too much. He was caught out there because he's doing way too much. And so DDG posted. He goes, don't believe none. She says she's been stuck on me for 2 years. She's hurt every. And so then Ruby Rose, she took to social media and she got the song up, and she's basically talking about DDG, okay? And this message, as you see on the screen, is meant for DDG, and she is playing it. You can see it. So she's saying how she feels. I can't play the music because it's copyright material, okay? So she's feeling a certain type of way. DDG says, Cap, you old news gang. You a wannabe Ice Spice now. This the most relevant you've been in years. Quit posting that weak A music you did not write on your story, Twitter, blah blah blah. DDG, he's coming through, and Ruby Rose says, gotta hit me on Twitter. Besides, they blocked on everything else. She basically saying he's blocked on everything else, on all her social media accounts in her phone, I guess. And she's calling him so sassy and everything. Basically, she's calling him a weirdo girl. Just sexy. And then DDG says she's weird and been trying to get back with me ever since I moved on. Hence, she ain't got another and since. And he goes, okay, so he's talking. He says he's being disrespectful right here, DDG, to start your chin's fat as H. And secondly, hey, Halle is fine. She knows what's real. We been hashed this situation out days ago. Ruby just clout chasing. So now she got to be clout chasing. You got to hash the situation out. Why? Because you did something that you didn't supposed to do, and you wasn't minding your P's and Q's, and you wasn't dotting your I's and crossing all your T's. Okay, so DDG is basically trying to call her out and says she want him, this and that. Blase and the third, they both wrong in this situation. You know, when it comes to Ruby Rose, she handled the situation way wrong, but she probably just wanted to put him on blast because he been hitting her up, okay? And then she might feel some type of way. So we got Halle Bailey. She jumps on. She goes, the devil is working. LOL, please don't feed into the lies, especially from a third party. Stay blessed, everyone. Didi, can y'all let my meat go now? Ruby is a weirdo. She's been hating on my relationship for years, and so it is what it is. I told you, when it comes to Miss Bailey, she ain't going nowhere. She's hooked and she is stuck. Ruby says, you call me every time you see me with a new and talking ish about them. I am single. Besides, I don't play that ish. You know that. That's why you went to the calm girl who will put up with it. Okay, so basically she's calling out, basically saying that she's calm, basically saying that she's weak and she will put up with all his mess. Okay. And Ruby says, should I keep going? And Ruby Rose, and this is why, and then DDG's responding, basically saying that she's weird and she's trying to get back with him. They always say that, but they be sniffing around your house and peeing on your tree. You know what I'm saying? To let people know not to come around. So this is crazy, child. And then we got Ruby Rose. He's mad I wouldn't go home with him after Carisha's party. So basically, you know, Miss Ruby is saying that, okay, DDG was trying to get up with her, you know, with Carisha's party. You know, Carisha had a big celebration, and that wasn't too long ago. And also, Miss Krishan Rock, she was at, you know, Carisha's party too, so it's probably how they hooking up. And then DDG says, super cap blank is not pressed over you. So basically, you know, DDG saying the super cap dude is not pressed over you. So y'all tell me what y'all think.